Shamarko's back. Talking this and that. But it's real fact. It's off the top, man. I'ma go hard, you already know. Check. Something. Yo, peace, blessings, and love, man. Welcome back to Divg Llc podcast. And Shamarko and
Dance.
So we back.
And we got some interesting stuff for y'all today. Look at that.
What we got for
I got the memory card. You know, I be forgetting. I got the memory card. So look, we're gonna touch on Earl Spence. That's coming. You know what I'm saying? A couple of boxing matches. Got Joshua Wilder. And they said Twitter gonna fight Facebook. That's gonna be another funny one. We gotta talk about the submarine.
Man.
Yeah. Prayers to everyone involved. And my favorite artist sitting next to me. So we're gonna touch on some music.
Music. Hold on.
We're gonna talk about some music. And then got a little song for the ladies, man. Y'all don't beat us up too bad, but y'all stay put. We got a full episode for you.
Him up too bad. And we back, man.
Yeah.
What we got, man? What's our first topic?
Man, we gotta get right to it. We got Earl, we got Bud, and we've been waiting. We've been waiting for a while. It's gonna be
ready to rumble.
What they call it? A fisticuff. Put him up. Hey, now look. I mean, I don't know if it's a hot take. Although, and then we're talking about two of the greatest in their weight class. Like no one's better than them two at that weight. So, you know, when we're making this comparison, just remember that we're talking about the 1A and the 1B. No one in their weight class can touch either one of them with a 50-foot pole. Wow.
Whoa.
Hey, I said what I said. If you don't like what I said, they're right there, go fight them. They accept the fights.
I respect.
But I think while I believe Bud is more technically sound than Earl is a robot. And Earl coming forward, I don't know if, like, you know, he's not going to make a living taking Bud punches, but Earl can walk through more than what Bud. I think Earl can walk through more of what Bud will put out than Bud walking through what Earl will do to him.
I just think Earl Spence is a bigger person. Bigger, you know. Man, I ain't gonna lie, Crawford's a dog. It's gonna be a good match. I feel like it's gonna last 7-8 rounds. Spence with the knockout. Cause they gonna go at it, man. They gonna go at it. But I just feel like it's been too much animosity going on, man. You know what I'm saying? They both are, like I said, great fighters. Respects to both of them, but I feel like Earl Spence got it, dog. In my heart.
I'm with you, and hey, he's from the South.
You know what I'm saying?
Complete bias.
Yeah, man.
The South will rise. You know what I'm saying? Not on the wild shit, but the South.
But for real though, Crawford is a dog, but I always look at people interview, you know what I'm saying? He a little nervous for that up there stage a little bit, I can see.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Spence confident, you know what I'm saying? Like when Tank and whatever buddy name is who got.
Roman Garcia.
Garcia?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He was nervous the whole interview. It tells you what you're facing, you know what I'm saying? It's a whole different world when you step into that stage, man. You know what I'm saying?
It kind of seemed like Bud is like kind of beating the chest a little bit. Like you ever seen remember like when we were young and two kids were talking trash at school, and then they made up in their mind that they was gonna fight after school, and the one kid is just like really, really calm. It's like, you said at the bus stop at 3:30, I'll be there. And the other kid's like, yeah, man, you better be there. I'm gonna knock your ass out. God ain't playing with you, dog. This and that. And the kid's like, okay. Earl is giving me that. Okay, now, and you know he country, talk a little slow. All right, now we've been talking for a couple years. I see you in that ring July 29th now. Can't run when we get in there.
No, he gonna get him, man. He gonna get him, man. Like I said, respect both of them. Man. He talking slow not just because of that, because the accent.
Yeah, and the accent won't fun.
And his I remember the match. His mouthpiece came out. He thought his teeth came out.
Yeah, that's what he said. He said he thought dude knocked his teeth out. I was like, gosh, Shamarko.
Nah, but that's why he talk a little bit more country. He country already, but yeah, watch your teeth, man. Watch your teeth, man. You know what I'm saying? What's called got a little punch. Crawford got a little punch.
Yeah, he do. Don't sleep on him. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, that's 1B. That's 1A. You're going against 1B.
No, but ultimately, I think Earl Spence got it. I think he do.
I think Spence at 9.
I say 7, 9.
Yeah, and I think it's stoppage. I don't think he knocks Bud out. I just think the damage gets too bad.
Gonna drop him. You gonna take him down that deep water. He said here in Jamaica tomorrow. You're gonna smoke him. Roll him up and smoke him.
Take him to a bottom of the roof.
Oh, yeah.
So speaking of fighting, you know, we got Wilder Joshua. They're talking about getting it on. I think it's past this time. I mean, I'm happy to see Wilder getting a marquee fight because I think he still has a little left in the tank. I mean, the only person who he's lost to is the best at heavyweight. So like, I still think he deserves these kind of fights, but I just think it's past his moment.
Yeah, I figure that, but they can get it on. Yeah. I just think Wilder gonna knock him out.
Yeah.
Bro is a magazine boxer.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Much respect. You know what I'm saying? He got his wins, but you know when it's serious in there, you see what happens. You know?
He don't have no marquee win though.
He's a what's that boy name? Just beat up.
Oh, Ryan Garcia.
The same guy.
Oh man. Dang. I mean, I see where you're coming from with it, and I agree. Dang, I mean, he ain't that bad, but he's that. I mean, he done done every major heavyweight fight, in my opinion. So
if
I gotta agree.
I'm bluffing.
Yeah,
I'm ducking. I'm bluffing.
That's true.
I'm ducking. I'm bluffing. Man, he's a model. He's a great model for boxing. Great model for me.
Hey, look, you know who ain't ducking nobody?
Wilder ain't ducking none.
No, Wilder ain't ducking. But we gon' Mark Zuckerberg said he got the smoke for anybody. He said me and Facebook scrapping whoever. And he put a name on it. He said, Mr. Musk, if you and Twitter ain't got nothing to do, we can meet in this octagon.
What y'all think, fam? Y'all tell me who y'all think gonna win version 2, man. Tell us, man. Comment down below for real.
Zuckerberg. Hands down. I'm going with Zuck.
I'm going with Zuck.
Only person Zuck can't beat, I'll take it back, my boy Tom from MySpace. And that's just because that's the OG. Don't fight him though, Tom. Zuck ain't playing out here. That man's serious.
MySpace.
Woo. And look, Zuck put a dude, while being a billionaire, he said, hey, I got time to hit this UFC tournament. I had a dude in like a triangle, cross-face chicken wing J made dude tap. I said, yeah, like let me go ahead and switch my words around on Facebook. Like you said,
I don't want no smoke.
You're right. I don't want no Zuck smoke. Zuck ain't playing with nobody.
Let us know down below who y'all think will win versus 2, man. Facebook versus what? Twitter. Man, what's going on with this man, Titan Submarine, man, that's singing? What's going on with these billionaires? What's going on?
Hey, look.
He ain't got nothing else to do.
Hey.
First off, we send our condolences and prayers and all that to the families.
Yeah. You know.
But back to it.
Yeah. Hey, look, man. What I like to say when stuff gets thick, prayers for everybody. No, man.
Yeah.
I just don't get that bored. Like, don't nothing say, yo, fam, I'm up a Billy, let me jump in a tuna can and see what the Titanic got going on, bro. Like, that's...
Ain't nothing that boring.
Yeah, no, man, that's... I mean, when they laid out the plan they makes, like... I mean, imagine you chilling, right? You at the crib, I hit you up. Bro, this is what we about to do today. Hey, look, man. They got like a little video game joystick for this tuna can. We're gonna jump in it. You can't stand up, can't stretch our legs, only 12 hours of oxygen. It takes us 8 hours to get where we're going, and if we get stuck, can't nothing come get us. Let's ride out. You can leave me on red.
Crazy. Click up.
Yeah.
Boy, I ain't even gonna respond to stuff like that.
Look, the crazy thing, you know, we know more about outer space than we do the ocean.
That's real.
You know, I don't get in the ocean anyway. I won't even get in the surface level of water. I ain't trying to go a foot
Missing
underneath
out,
water.
man. You missing out.
I don't care. Every time someone go in the water, look how crazy it get.
No, they chose that on themselves.
Yeah.
That's different.
The pool don't get crazy like that. The pool be chill. I jump in the pool.
A lot of pee.
Yeah, see, I'll just stay on land. But no, man, this man. I mean, I guess for like the love of exploration, or maybe you just had the money to do it and like you want to. But from what I was hearing or reading, also is that like I guess like the submarine that they went on has actually made that trip a couple of times. But one of the engineers actually came out and was like, hey, like we don't know if the integrity of this submarine can even last, how many trips that it's been taking, different things of that nature. And I mean, just all in all, I just think it was a bad idea, like a horrible idea.
You could have made another one.
They could have. you know, I don't want Peter to come get me, so we ain't gonna put no animals in it. They could have just sent that thing down there by itself if it ain't nothing but they said the little screen, they said a little 6-inch circle is what everyone had to look out of to try to see. Yeah. Like, well, we could have just sent the camera down there.
They could have hold camera.
They got the same thing, bro. And then the memes. Oh my. Hey, look. The internet undefeated, though. The internet do not lose.
Be careful.
And the internet do not care. Hey, it's a whole little thing going on. With the white people was like, yo, you know what you're not gonna see down there at the bottom of the ocean? Black people. They said, hey, look, man, black people do not get down. And I was like,
where, right, man?
And I was like, yo, they right. Like, I'm not. Hey, look. Pray for everybody. For all
prayers, blessing, man. Like we said, we send our prayers out to all the families that's going through this situation, man. Truly, man. Hope y'all. I don't know what to say.
Yeah. Hope you find some healing and like stay off the internet, like, cause.
Oh, the internet is bad.
The internet, man. The internet don't care. Like, oh my gosh, the internet is a wild place.
It's time for y'all to hold on to each other, keep each other strong.
Yep.
You know, I know y'all dealing with some major hurt right now and pain, and like we said, we can't imagine. Our families down there, so we definitely sending prayers out to all the families that's going through this.
Definitely. So, I'm about to be a fan. Yeah, don't be like, oh man, I'm about to be. Where my workout shirt? Put my shirt on the stage.
What are you doing?
But no, man. Official Hold On video out now. Official People Change video out now. Like, walk us through that process, man. One, I'm happy. Yeah. One, not only just as a fan, but as a brother. Like, I'm happy for it. Because, you know what I'm saying, that's all the inception to where we are now with official videos out. You're really getting to it. You're really, you know what I'm saying, walking in your faith with it. Mm-hmm. What's up, man? Walk us through that process.
That process was just challenging myself and getting up on my peers. You know, like I always am, behind the scenes, you know, creative mind, but don't ever want to be on front stage. So just getting about my comfort zone and just being grateful to be able to put out these 2 projects and more to come. You know, like you said, Hold On is out and People Change out, man. And I got a song called Lost in His Life coming soon. You know, y'all gonna like that. It's a little bit more deeper, but man, no, it's a blessing and grateful God has given me this talent, you know, to tell my story in different ways.
Yeah, that's dope. I'm a rap. You have to write it for me. Yeah. Ghostwriters is cool, bro. Like everyone.
I gotta learn how to write.
Well, look, I can just go up there and act, and you just rap. You just put your voice, but we all sound just alike. Like, yeah, bro. You know what I'm saying? I had a code. You know what I'm saying? But no, man. Like, hey, like I'm super proud of it, and this is only the beginning. And look, even the feedback. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was following the pages. I think one of them was up to 20,000 likes on it.
It's a blessing. It's a blessing.
So people tapping in, people waiting.
Yeah.
People, like up.
No.
Nigga scream. No. You gotta get used to it. Tour life coming.
Well, yeah, I hope so.
Yeah, that tour life coming.
Definitely coming soon, man. Definitely, you know. I'm gonna drop more projects and we're gonna see where we can take it. You know.
Yeah.
Taking a risk.
So, while we talking about music, you know, funny thing, we was talking about the South. I don't know if this project gonna really come, cause they've been hitting that a solo Andre 3000 album. I think since we was in high school.
Andre 3000.
Yeah, now you know he drop a verse here and there that also reminds us that like, yo, fam, like I just do this better than like 99% of y'all.
No, he's not.
And he, you know, he's him. But I want the project, and really I would like for him to come out kind of, cause like in a weird way, this is as old as hip hop has ever been. So like a lot of the guys who were around when we were younger, that, you know, people kind of thought might have fizzled out, or how they're going to be able to do it as an elder statesman in hip hop. I mean, I just think of the project like what Killer Mike just dropped. I would love to hear from 3 Stats in a project like that where it's still kind of young, but he's also giving you knowledge. Everything is kind of from like, yo, I'm just, like I'm an older dude, like, nah, I'm not in the club, I'm not doing X, Y, Z. I mean, I know what's going on there. It used to be like that, but like, fam, I'm a dad of however many now. But I'm kind of interested, man. I hope he don't give us no album just playing that flute though.
Hey, then we gotta do to get it done.
If this is 16 songs of him walking around New York playing the flute,
I'm definitely not gonna listen to him.
I'm not gonna, and I'm gonna be upset. At that moment, I'm gonna start some beef. I'm gonna say, yo, Big Boy was always the best member of Outkast. So if you give us an album and you playing that flute if you want to. Big Boy for president.
You ought to change, man.
For the ladies, for the ladies.
Hold up.
You heard that? You heard that? Don't
No.
What? Come on, man. I can't rap. What's that?
We ain't getting no ladies with me.
Love you.
Lord help.
Can't clear that sample. Oh, dang, yeah, I forgot we got the sample clear. Now I don't want no smoke. But anyway, we're on the subject of love, man. And look, I don't really want no beef with nobody. I'm a civilian. I ain't trying to steal your music. I bought the CD. But no, man, while we touching on to, you know what I'm saying, this segment, man, let's jump off with the self-love, man. What does that word mean to you?
Self-love, what it mean to me? It means everything to me, because I feel like without loving yourself, how would you be able to love someone else? You know, the kids, your friends, or your close family members. It means everything. Your independence, your space. You can put in every facet, but at the end of the day, man, it's just loving yourself unconditionally so you can give that love to everybody else, you know, that you won't drain yourself out.
No, facts. And when I think about that, like in a relationship aspect, like that's really the key. Like if you jump into a relationship trying to find love in someone else or trying to find your happiness in someone else, like one, that's an unfair burden to put on your person. Like whoever your person that you're involved with, and I use the right term too. I almost like I'll give myself a pat on the back for that. For saying person. You feel me? But no, but on a serious note, like that's like very, very unfair to put on your partner. Like, hey, I'm in a bad mood, I need you to make it better. Or hey, I struggle loving myself, but I need you to not only love me through it, but find a way to motivate me to love. And it's, you know, in relationships, like you do supposed to have that balance where like, hey, like if you're just on one of your days where all you got is 30%, like it's on me to have the 70. Or if it's a day where I'm on my 30, it's on you to have the 70. But like, man, like that's going to be the entirety of the relationship. If someone not having that self-love, like that's
draining.
That's draining. That's tough. I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. No. And I don't be like my enemies.
We all went through it.
You did.
We all went through experiences, but those experiences taught us lessons about self-love and loving yourself, setting them boundaries, you knowing what you want and what you can handle, you know, because that's the ultimate thing also is communication.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? That got a lot to do with self-love. That's how you set your boundaries, you know, tell the person what triggers you, and all these type of things that will balance out a relationship.
So, I'm going to answer this question first, but I'm going to throw the question out there.
Oh, Lord.
How long did it take you to become an effective communicator in a relationship?
Man.
I would keep it a bean. I just got good at it.
I'm still growing. I ain't no perfect. I ain't saying like I'm the best at it. No, I'm still growing. I ain't a human being.
Yeah, I said like,
you know what I'm saying?
I'm like 2 years into it. It's kind of weird because I still don't be like, I'd rather just solve it myself or like stay closed up. I'm trying to like, man, I ain't about to be here telling everyone how I feel. The next thing you know, then I'd be mad when someone don't meet the standard that I didn't tell them that like they were supposed to meet. They be like, you ain't never tell me.
Yeah, make sure who you allow in that safe space, man.
Yeah, because that's where all the mushy stuff is. You know, I ain't got no muscles right there. That should be gooey. You poke that and say, I'll be down there hurt. I was about to sing again, but you know what I'm saying, we don't need no sample clearance.
Cut that show.
Look, I could be a singer. I mean, that's part of my love language. Like, that's part of my love language. Like, my wife knows, like, baby, I'm gonna sing to you. I ain't saying gonna sing good.
She probably can sing, but you can't sing.
I ain't gotta sing good. You know how many people don't sing good and still do it? All I gotta do is make it heartfelt. As long as you feel it, like it's good.
She gonna feel it like that. Your headache.
Look, man, that's part of the lesson of learning how to communicate. Like, she knows I communicate through song. So she knows she gotta hear me sing. So, like, I had to listen to her sing. Can't neither one of us sing. I love her though.
See, I communicate through songs, but in a different way. The song's gonna give you the message of how I feel. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying? No, but I'm saying like that's how I can. Like you say you communicate through songs, I communicate through songs, but in a different way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you're good at it though.
No, I'm not saying like me. Like it could be a Rod Wave song, and
okay, I get what you're saying.
And it will play what I'm thinking in my head right now, like how I'm feeling. Like so, like if I meet a young lady or a young queen, that's how I communicate. You know, sometimes or I'm gonna be upfront with you, you know. But usually, if I'm like talking, you keep asking what's wrong, I'm gonna let you know. It just ain't gonna. You better catch on to this song.
Hey man, look, that'd be the other thing. While we talking this relationship stuff, because you know, all right, ladies, I ain't attacking you. I just don't want it out there.
It's on.
They always say that us men don't communicate, or I really feel like it ain't that we don't communicate, because you know, we be in friendships and stuff for 15, 20, 30 years, and it takes a lot of communicating. It takes a lot of hardship. It takes overcoming all the things that make relationships effective. But like a lady will get on you because she doesn't understand how to communicate with you, and it's like, I don't know what to do to make you understand, but you not being able to understand me does not make me a bad communicator. You just don't understand. And they be mixing that line up. Hopefully I said that right. Please don't attack me, y'all. I love the ladies. I love the ladies. I just don't love y'all as much as I love my wife. But I love the ladies. Like, I don't want no smoke. I want to see everybody flourish.
Yeah.
So like you got to start understanding like how your partner communicates. Like when a man says, like if you ask a man what's wrong and he says nothing, like
that mean what?
Well, it could depend. Some dudes are trying to hold it all in, but sometimes I might just be frustrated about something at work, but I don't allow work to come in the house. So like, nah, babe, nothing's wrong with you. You didn't do anything. Like the kids are great. You're great. When I say nothing's wrong, it's not that nothing is wrong. It's just nothing of relevance is wrong. Nothing that needs to creep its way into our house. And
what if she's trying to let you release that before it turns into that?
I told you I ain't all that good at it now.
No, I have to learn that. You know, it's like because that's what we was taught in program. You know, like at work, none of that personal. When you go to work, that personal thing is cut off. You know what I'm saying? All the stuff you're going through at home, you don't take it to work. And vice versa. You know, at the end of the day, how would they understand us if we're not communicating about these things? So they can understand when you step in the house. I might not be doing too well. I just came from this job that I explained to you triggers me. So I need this time. You know what I'm saying? And I'm learning in that aspect. I had to learn that aspect of my life. Like, I want to communicate. I'm just a shut off. Like, better go ahead.
Yeah.
You don't really want to talk about none of this because you feel like, and also a man needs a safe space. He needs to feel like it's a safe space to be able to be vulnerable with his lady, you know. But I'm saying the acid is like, we gotta learn how to communicate the things that we need in those moments, you know, so they can know. You know what I'm saying? That would help them kind of balance it out instead of just like we saying they don't know us. Sometimes they don't know us because we never explain what this does for us and how it affects us or what do we need at that moment.
And that's a fact. And that's something, like I told you, over these past 2 years, I've been slowly becoming a better communicator with my wife. You know, she had to go through a lot of rough years with, you know, shout out to my wife.
But that's communication in general, you know, just in general, because, you know, that was the biggest thing that was in the league. I showed my emotion. I was a communicator enough to where they know what was going on with me. So it's like I'm the mean guy. Or this is like, no, you said something, I'm just not gonna bring it here because I don't like confrontation. And I know where confrontation takes me. You know, instead of me learning last week, you know, let me get this off my chest. I don't apologize for the situation, you know, but I apologize because y'all don't know me. Y'all don't know what triggers me. You know what I'm saying? So let me explain what triggers me. You know what I'm saying? Like, blase, blase, blah. You know, that's communication. So now they step on them boundaries again. Now you know, like, they're really doing these things, you know?
Yeah.
Because if you don't explain yourself, how would you know that the person supposed to know? You know what I'm saying? Like, how would they know? Anything that's going on with you, what triggers you, you know what I'm saying?
You know what I put what the Rock used to say? Put the smack it down, rock bottom.
Yeah, but they trigger our dream, we wouldn't know.
Yeah, no, that's true. No, you just gotta be an effective communicator in life. You'll have, once you really learn to communicate in life, period, you realize that you just have less issues. that really, most things are probably just a conversation away from being fixed. And whereas before, where I wouldn't want to lash out or like, hey, because you know, like we kind of have that in common. I would just hold things in, and then when I do explode, I got all the receipts. So I'm still remember what you did 6 years ago on this date, and I'm everything is coming out that I done pent in. It's like, hold on, bro. Like I thought you was cool. Like, nah, I'm not cool with none of that. All this coming out right now. You gotta get everything.
You gotta drop the pride and ego, man. We gotta be kings. You know, like I said, like I know it's hard. You know, sometimes because you don't want to drop that, but it's okay to apologize. But apologize for the right thing. Like I said, I don't apologize for the situation that happened. I apologize because y'all don't know who I am. I never explained to you. So this what I became shocked y'all. Yeah. Now I explained it to you what triggers me. So just don't do it no more. You know, in a kindly manner, respectful manner. So.
Hey, I'm gonna make this laugh a little bit. That used to be a punishment for me when I was little. My mama used to make me apologize, and she know, hey, I hate's a strong word. I'm better at it now, but growing up, man, yeah, right. I die on that hill. I ain't saying sorry for nothing. I did it. I said it. Whatever happened, happened.
That's how you used to be.
we just gotta go overboard. I gotta dive over this cliff.
That's how I used to be too, but man, I ain't gonna lie. I don't like stuff to be weight on my chest.
Yeah.
You know? That's the biggest thing. I'd rather release it and go by mine.
Yeah.
I know I got mine out, you know what I'm saying? And it is what it is. Like I tell everybody, man, we had a little something, you know what I'm saying? We can have a conversation on the other way, you know? I don't promote nobody. You know what I'm saying? But it's just, you know what I'm saying? Like, but I'm also come at you and tell you how I feel and explain what triggered me, and now I found that helps out more, you know what I'm saying, to get it off your chest and release that tension, because when we have tension with somebody and y'all in the same space or whatever, relationship or anything, that tension is gonna always be there, you know what I'm saying? And you don't know what this person's thinking, and that just plays with you, and that makes you more turmoil. So you don't want that, so I'd rather just get it out now.
Nah, I like that word. I think that's a good point to wrap on, man. We'll end that topic right there, because that's a good word to end.
Y'all know what time it is. Y'all know what time it is. Suffering turns to lessons, and
that lesson turn to blessings.
Okay,
lessons turn to blessings.
Let's get it. Let's get it. Nah, y'all already know what time it is. Summertime lessons.
And the lessons turn to blessings, man.
What's the topic, man?
Man, you are what you repeatedly do.
You are what?
What you repeatedly do.
You are what you repeatedly do, for real, man. And I'm going that topic, and this is my NFL experience, you know, and been around some great guys, Troy Polamalu, Antonio Brown, James Harrison, so on,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you are what you repeatedly do, you know. And I go start with AB, you know what I'm saying? I never seen a guy that practice so hard in my life, you know, from catching punt returns and taking them all the way to the crib in practice, you know, running routes and scoring with the ball, you know. So on game days, you've seen all the fans see the Tony toe tap, and they were shocked, but we seen it every day, you know what I'm saying? That's what he repetitively does, and it was a habit we seen all the time. It was shocked to the world because you ain't gonna see it on Mondays, Sundays, you know, Thursdays, you know what I'm saying? But that's one. Troy, where he put God, his family, you know what I'm saying? And then he also taught me how basically football is what I play, that's not who I am, you know what I'm saying? And the routine he's created with his family is also taught me that. Like we said, what were we talking about? What are we talking about?
Well, you are what you repeatedly do.
See, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about that, and that balance has taught me so much about in my life, you know? So for instance, in football, my 3rd or 4th year, you know, we had a lot of vets, you know, some of the Steelers, special team vets, named Ross Ventrone, Blake, what's the dude that played at, he got to the Raiders, then he came to us, Bass.
Oh, Hayward Bay.
Hayward Bay,
yeah.
Vet, special team guy, and, you know, and you seen like these dudes to make plays routinely, you're like, what the heck are they doing? But you go in practice, you see the same routine drills, the same stuff after practice, the same things and that. And it's like you become muscle memory, you know what I'm saying? So I started doing that. Then I got here Buffalo Bills, and everything you do is muscle memory. Yeah. Literally everything. Where you catch the ball, you tuck it in, and I've learned in that process you are, but what you do repeatedly is because it becomes a muscle memory. It becomes embedded in your brain, into your, I'm gonna say your nervous system, because it feel like it is you. It becomes you. So those are my kind of stories. And when I got to the Broncos, I came in late, and the young guys started catching on to what I was doing. You know, routinely in practice, after practice, before practice, and how I was consistent every week making plays. So yeah, that's my story.
So mine, which yours is dope. First, I want to tell you what I think of yours. Like that's like the perfect example of it. Like where you got to learn it, where you actually apply it, and you get to the later chapter where now you're showing someone how to learn it and how to apply it. You know, like you went from student to teacher. Like that's dope.
Oh, also, the trick is that even when it's on your down days, you gotta stick to the course and stick to the routine. That's the real key to that. You know, like me, it's my experience. When I was younger in the league, when I mess up on a player something or a game, it's like I'm gonna change this whole routine. No, stick to it. I remember Floyd, I see on the video, he said he was loyal to 2 trainers all his life, his father and his uncle. You know what I'm saying? He stayed the course, he stayed the routine no matter good or bad in his life, you know what I'm saying? People don't know he lost in the Olympics, you know what I'm saying? But I think that loss in the Olympics made him who he is today, you know what I'm saying? The loyalty, the consistency, the hard work, all that type of stuff. So that's what I'm really trying to say. You gotta be consistent through the ups and downs, you know what I'm saying?
And that's dope. So that was actually the lane I was about to go with it. And so that, that was a great segue. A little read option, you know what I'm saying, give it up. But no, like, man, like you have to become that creature of habit. And like you said, when it's the hard days is really when you need it the most. Like that's when you need it to be that muscle memory. You know, like I could just think of, definitely times like young in the military where, you're trying to learn something new, you're halfway around the world with a bunch of people you just met, everything is new. And you get so many people who get lost because they don't have a routine. They don't have a structure. And really, if you don't have it, the military is going to give it to you. You will wake up at 4:30 and run, or you will be punished. You will eat at this time. You will walk this way. You will wear your haircut that way, X, Y, Z. And really not until I got out of the military was I able to kind of look back and see how much that routine actually still like applies to my life. Like to this day, like, there's plenty of mornings where like I don't want to work out. I'm sore, not feeling it, didn't recover the way I was supposed to the night before, but like my body, before I know it, feet on the floor. That's something we always just say in the military. Like, no one likes waking up early, but as soon as that alarm goes off, put your feet on the floor, your body will do the rest. Feet on the floor. And to this day, like, man, there's some days where I know that baby done stayed up late, and that alarm clock go off to go to work, I know I don't want to go. I be trying to look like, I know I got some vacation or something, bro. I ain't got to go see these people today. And it's like, nah, feet on the floor. And before you know it, like by the time you blink, you're halfway through the day. Or you're halfway through, what you thought was going to be a horrible workout because you didn't feel like it. Now it's one of your better workouts. Now you done broke through a limit. Or like, oh man, you started that routine. Like I remember, man, actually, funny fact. I remember my cousin and I were having a conversation, and for as simple as it was, and he doesn't know that this conversation played like this such a big role in my mind. We had a conversation just about like creating a new habit, and I want to say we might have been talking about like brushing your teeth 3 times a day or twice a day, something of that nature that we were talking about. And he was like, yeah, no, you got to do it for this and that, and it's going to be like this kind of nature and this and that. And like I took that conversation that he and I had, and like I applied it at every step of the way. Like, when I tell myself I'm gonna be a better husband, it's like, okay, like some days I do not want to be a good husband. That don't mean I'm trying to rip and run and go run the streets or nothing. Like, no, I just want to be selfish. Like, I don't want to cater to your needs. Don't care about these kids today. Don't care about none of that. I want to be selfish, but it's like, nah, like my habit, my routine, like before I know it, everything I said I don't feel like doing, like I'm doing it because it's just part of my nature now that I want to be this good person. So every day I'm gonna wake up and be good. And not because it's easy, but because I'm choosing to be good every day. Hey, I'm waking up, like, I'm going to communicate with the people that I love. I'm going to tell people I love you. I'm going to do this. And that's because now it's like part of my routine that I'm going to be this, whether I feel like it or not. Like, boom.
Sure.
So, and I can rap on that because, like, to me, that's it. Like, once you create your pattern, once you create your routine, like, let that be who you are. And on your worst days is when you lean into it the most.
Yeah. And you can have a down day. You always have them. Everybody has them. We're not trying to say be perfect in routine, but man, do things to challenge yourself, and stay consistent no matter what, bro. That's the real key. Staying consistent, man, and getting out your comfort zone. Yeah.
You always repeatedly do.
Yeah, it's a wrap.
It's a wrap, man.
It's a wrap, man. But I want to leave y'all with a message, man, to go off of what we said earlier. And one thing to put in people's routine, I heard from this military guy. He said every morning, when he got out the military, he told himself, man, if I can get up and make my bed, I can get up and do anything else, So that's the biggest thing, man. I built that in my routine, get up and make my bed. If you don't know, the smallest things will help you get into better in your other tasks, So attention to detail, and this is Divg Llc podcast, Shamarko and Divg. And we out.
I'm gonna make my bed too. I'm gonna make my bed.
Watch my life.
You gotta hold on.
Yeah, you gotta hold on.
You gotta keep your head on.
You gotta get it,
You gotta keep your hand on.
gotta get it.
You gotta hold on.